He had an abductor strain. We got an MRI on it yesterday. He's going to be a couple weeks.
You said a couple weeks?
Yeah.
What was your assessment of Trey Lance's debut?
Some good, some bad. Made some big plays. I mean, obviously the one touchdown, missed a couple, but I thought it was a good first day, though. I mean, some stuff to go over on film that we can improve on, and some stuff that he did good also.
Why did you decide to keep him in the pocket and not use his legs to feature the full spectrum of his talents?
Touchdown, he was out of the pocket.
Half roll and tackle block.
Well, you got to pull up to throw back across the field.
Why not more than that?
Because that's what we wanted to do.
Is that you the first look on that design play? Because obviously it's right in front of him. And do you like that he came off with him, obviously with somebody who was breaking deep at the time?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what you're trying to do. You're trying to run a rollout. And if they don't cut it, you keep rolling out and throw on the move. And if they do, you pull up outside the numbers and throw back, and did a pretty good job at it.
Without diving into the film, how do you assess the 4 sacks that he took while he was on the field, and just how much responsibility falls on him versus the offensive line?
I'm not sure on all of them. I mean, I'll have to look at the tape. I know we were in a long third down, I believe, on the first one. I couldn't tell. They blitzed. I couldn't tell if our back tripped our right guard or not. He's got a tough deal going against that player right there, but I didn't see all the others. I'll see when I get the tape, though.
You get a sense just how on point he was with decision making. Did the ball go where it should have gone? It just kind of, all the mechanics of getting in and out of the huddle.
Yeah, there was some good and some bad. I mean, by no means was it perfect. Definitely missed a couple. There's a couple of spots that you'd like him to go to different places. Sometimes a couple balls that he would have sailed on them. I think he'd like to have back, but he also came out pretty good too, making the right plays, getting the right spots. I think he had a couple drops there, especially on a third down, that I think he could have kept the drive going if we had caught it. But it was a good first day. I mean, I didn't want it to go perfect for him. He liked some things that he can learn from, and be a lot of things we can go over tomorrow.
One of the things that you wanted to do was see how we ham up the play calls and relaying those in the huddle. How did he do in that aspect?
I thought he had a good first day. Still a work in progress. I want him to improve. It wasn't perfect. So until he's perfect, we're going to keep working on it.
How beneficial is it that you got to see him in a variety of different situations? You got the ball on your own 1-yard line, you threw it on first down. You got to run the 2-minute offense at the end of the half, 2 different possessions.
Yeah, I was real happy with that. And I thought he got a number of situations. He was in a bunch of down and distances and was able to play in all the spots of the field. So you wish you put him in a lot of situations in practice. You wanted to come up in the game, and I guess for the about 2 full quarters that he played, I thought he got more situations than I thought he would.
Too much into it or not, but you had him throw from the 1-yard line. When he first snapped, it looked like he was looking deep initially. I'm saying with a rookie, your first game, I give him a handoff or whatever, easier throw. I don't know, does that say something about your confidence in him?
I mean, I do have confidence in him, but there's not much to learn from your first time running on the 1-yard line, so you'd rather start it out the harder way, and whether it's good or bad, at least it's experience when it doesn't matter. So, and for him to make a big play like that guy wasn't the first read, the fullback in the flat is, and he took a hitch up and hit Charlie and made a big play, which was nice.
On the touchdown, it seems Jimmy Garoppolo was celebrating as much or more as anyone on the field. I know we make a very big deal of the quarterback situation, but is that indicative of their actual relationship?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think those guys genuinely like each other. I mean, they've known each other for a couple months now, but being around them, I mean, we enjoy our quarterback room. Watching film, just hanging out. We eat dinner together, and I know those guys are pulling each other all the time.
Have you guys signed or will sign Michael Kendricks?
I know we had him in today. I know we're trying to, but I don't know if we did or not. That we did? I didn't ask, but if we did, that's probably accurate. But I definitely don't know yet. I hope we did, but I'll know for sure probably when I go back in and ask.
Why? What's his? How do you see him fitting in?
I mean, we played against Michael for a long time. I mean, going back when I was in the NFC East, going against him at Philly all the time, and he's done a hell of a job in Seattle these last couple of years. And we've gotten banged up a little bit at linebacker, and he was out there, and we're hoping to bring him in and have some competition and hopefully have some depth too.
Why did Diamador start over Ambry, and what
I know you haven't seen the tape, but what did you see from those guys?
I mean, I know they got a lot of man-to-man reps. I think they challenged them a bit. I think, from what I saw, and I know they got beat a couple times, but I also saw them playing some tight coverage and not giving up. They got a lot of reps out there and never seemed to tire out. Well, I know they tired out, but they played their hardest, and it'll be good to get that on tape. And as much tape as you could get with those rookies, the better. And I think D'Amico put them in a lot of man situations, which is what we wanted to see. And now we'll grade the tape and see if we can get better or worse from it.
What was your assessment of Rosen's performance?
I would have loved to have a chance to go down there in that 2 minute at the end. A couple tough situations, especially once you get a sack. But he had some good throws, similar to Trey, though. There was a couple things he left out there. But I thought it was a decent first performance.
With some of the starters that you didn't play, how much do you intend to give them work throughout the preseason, or do you intend to keep doing that?
No, I'd like to get him a little bit more next week, especially the guys that didn't dress. I don't think I'll be able to do all of them. But then the third game will be our main one. I'd like to play him at least a half in the third game.
Offensive line had a few challenges, especially with the second group that you put out there. Is that good, bad, so you can see what they can work on, but also a challenge for Lance?
Yeah, I think there's a couple situations where you don't want to be in some third and longs and stuff. It's never good right there, and you can always get rid of the ball faster just not to take a sack. But Trey's got to find that part of his game, whether to hold on to it, try to make a play, whether to get rid of it. I thought there was a couple times when we got beat off the edge where I think we were supposed to help a tackle a little bit from the guys who are in the backfield, which stuff you can go over and review, stuff you want to do in practice, and that they needed to do a little bit better in the game though.
That wasn't a true, I guess, like across the field throw. A lot of coaches say don't throw across the field. Those are dangerous. You tell Trey you're fine to throw across the field?
That's a play we've run a lot. We ran against them last year not last year, 2 years ago in the preseason. They cut again. Jordan Matthews was open. We just overthrew him a little bit, and we got the same look this year. And no, it's just our bootlegs. And if they played a certain way, you pull up and you hit the big one.
Do you tell them, go push the ball downfield? I want you to push the ball downfield?
No, you don't. You call a play and you look at, there's deep options a lot. It depends what play we call, but when you play teams who play quarters and they cut crossers and stuff, and if you have the right play on, then that's where you got to go. But you never just call deep or call short. It depends what the defense does. We can take a quick game, 3-step drop and just throw slants and stuff, but usually on a play, you have 3-level throws a lot, and it starts with the top level. And if they're backing up, then you go to the middle level. And if the linebackers are deep, then you usually check it to a halfback or fullback in the flat.
It seems like when you guys signed Trent Sherfield, it was mostly because of special teams. Does his ability to play receiver surprise you a little bit?
We were hoping he could. We just didn't study him a ton on it. There wasn't a ton of tape on it. We liked how he was wired and how he could run and stuff and how physical he played on special teams. But getting him here right in OTAs, we saw the receiver ability. He's done that through OTAs, he's done through training camp, and I think it showed out there today too.
How do you balance, wanting to get Trey reps, but also not, keeping some cards close to your vest and maybe not showing opponents how you're going to use it?
Yeah, that's every preseason. That's why we don't do a lot of that stuff, and definitely with Trey and definitely with all the other guys too. So that's why preseason games aren't the most fun games for coaches to game plan or anything. You just try to put guys in certain situations that you can evaluate and give them a chance to make the team and give you and your coaching staff and personnel department a chance to evaluate them so we have the best chance to pick out the best 53.
Do you have any initial impressions of Talanoa Hufanga, not only on defense but also on special teams?
I saw he made some plays today. I thought I saw a tackle on special teams, saw a couple hits on defense. I think he's getting better each week, and he's one of the guys I'm excited to watch how he played, though.
Joel Jennings is another guy who sat out last year. He was pretty active today.
Yeah, Juwan, we're hoping can come on strong here, and he got a late start, being out with COVID and everything. He had a good screen today. He caught a good seam over the middle. I think you guys can see his hands and how aggressive he is after he catches the ball. But he got a lot of playing time, so we wanted to do that, so it'll be good for us to evaluate him when we get in there.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
No hat today?
What's that?
No hat?
No hat. When you wear it I wore it all the time when we won a Super Bowl, and then it goes well last year, so I don't want to have to do anything, so hopefully we're not evaluating it each week, but thanks for asking.